All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Guess who laid down for a little bit before session and almost fell asleep again? That would be me. I am very eepy. Alright, but we have we got some stuff to do. Alright, hello, hi. Okay. Boy, howdy, do we got some stuff to do. And party's in quite a pickle. But you know what? I think they'll be okay. I have faith in them. Unless if somebody, namely Jacob, screws this up horrendously. So, let's see how they do. Let's go see how everybody's doing.
The entertainment conglomerate owns. So,
yeah,
might as well use it. You know, why not have a Peppa Pig park in your Legoland next to your aquarium? You own all 3 IPs. I don't fucking use them. Because, you know, Lego and a sassy British pig go great together.
she's sassy. I don't think she's sassy.
In truth, I don't think I've ever been young enough to really absorb Peppa Pig. All I know is I don't really like the art style. I don't vibe with it. Ain't a vibe.
Don't blame me. If you're an adult and vibe with Peppa Pig, I have some questions.
No. If you have children, I can see a little bit.
If you have children,
yes. that at that point, that's Stockholm syndrome.
It's Stockholm syndrome.
It's stock pig syndrome.
Yeah, if you have children, it's a little bit different. You kind of have to, boy,
endure it.
Yeah, a little bit.
And by a little bit, you mean a lot.
Yep.
So, hi.
Oh, hi, Josh.
Hi!
How long were you there for the Peppa Pig
Hello.
conversation?
For a good portion of it.
I forget how we started on Peppa Pig, but, you know, hey.
Oh, I was talking about Legoland opening, and I'm not there, but I'm seeing all my friends do fun things.
That's right.
Yeah, because I got a big boy job. Granted, that was
Hell
also
yeah.
Legoland was also a big boy job, but not the big boy job I wanted.
But a big boy
giant
job.
scissors can't. Their giant scissors can't cut the ribbon. They got really bad giant ceremonial scissors.
Damn.
Don't worry, I know a guy, Stacy. Oh, Stacy, general manager of Legoland.
Yeah, she just uses her legs. She just uses her legs to like vice grips.
I don't know, I just want to
Squeeze hard enough, you could get anything.
I don't know. I think you can squeeze hard enough you can squish anything. I don't know if you can cut it. I believe that is a fundamental difference there, Cody.
No. If you squeeze hard enough, you can definitely cut it. You split the atoms.
And if I clap, the fairies will live. I think I can. You go, little Casey Jr.
Damn.
As long as you're clapping your ass, I'm happy.
Oh. Get back now, y'all. One up this time.
Oh no.
Oh Lord.
Yes, I work at a children's amusement park. We are shocked by that every day. Oh, they built a little amphitheater in there. That's cute. It has a roof.
Oh god.
Oh, it has a roof. They finally listen. They put roofs on things.
Roofs are
It makes
good.
it makes you cry.
That's kind of.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your ass.
Huh?
All right, I think we should move on.
Yeah, I was really wondering why you haven't started yet. We were just more trying to fill the dead space at this point.
I was waiting for y'all to finish fucking talking.
You know we'll shut up if you start.
All right, well,
I don't think that's true.
Well, in that case, then let's just start then. Jesus.
You didn't look at the thing I sent you. Yeah, but
What do you mean?
you look at the thing I sent you.
Yes, I did. I did.
You didn't say anything.
We'll talk about it later.
Oh.
Should I be concerned?
No.
Well, I guess I'll just come clean because I don't want to talk about it later. It was just a joke. They put me up to it. I swear. It wasn't my idea.
It was 100% your idea.
No, it wasn't. I don't know what you're talking about. You did not have the reaction we all expected you to.
Oh.
Oh.
Finally
I'm so
opened-
anticlimactic.
Finally
Listen, I am so used to everybody sending me a bunch of random shit that honest to God, it nothing surprises me anymore. I'm just
Yep.
like,
I see.
We're very much talking about the one hard veto we can always get from you when it comes to a character archetype. There's a handful of those.
The tree singer elf.
Tracing her out.
Fair.
And Spooky's like, send it to me. I want to see if I can get Josh to do it.
I mean, I didn't say that.
Plausible deniability. Gotta love it.
Yeah, I plead the fifth.
All right. So, previously, where we last left off, you guys were going through the works. Talking to pretty much every single high-level mage you guys can possibly get a hold of. To figure out a way to get into the realm of the dead, aka the Boneyard, the plane of the Boneyard, in order to start your hunt to find Vare's long dead sister. So, you guys went to multiple people, mostly looking to speak to the dragons for help. Hold on, rewind. You went to go speak to Xavion's mother for help first, since she was the most powerful mage that you guys knew about. Giving you guys a very eerie warning and saying that going into the realm of the dead as living souls is a very, very bad idea. And practically forbade you guys to do it. And it told you guys to cease in your expedition to get there. However, you guys did not. Essentially going more into who else is possible.
Yep.
Well, with your talk with Xavion's mother, she let slip that there is one person or creature on Luavara that has equivalent amounts of experience with the realm of the dead and death itself than pretty much anybody in all of existence. And that is the undead Dracolich Skitherix. However, you guys have heard a lot of bad things about people who have tried to speak to this dragon. So much so that you guys sought counsel with the rest of the existing dragons that you are all familiar with, and even they're the ones who told you, nah, he's a scary bitch. Like, so scary that no other dragon has ever dared to go into his lair ever since the leader came back an inch of his life from death.
Yeah.
Hey, they must have done something wrong. He was pretty chill.
I love the fact that so many people tell us no, and we just go, we're going to do it anyway. Why are you stopping us?
Right.
Like,
yeah,
have
pretty
you
much.
met us? Telling us no is just incentivizing our stupidity.
Exactly. And you guys followed through with that promise and said, all right, you guys warned us, and we're going to take that warning, and then we're going to dump it in the nearest river.
Yes.
We see
Along
your
with
warning.
the other warnings.
We hear your warning, and we politely threw your warning into the trash.
Exactly.
Take your warning and shove it up your ass.
Exactly. So, you guys went down into the Underdark and sought after Skitherix anyway.
Yep.
Which turned out pretty good. The Dracolich greeted you at the entrance of his domain, and then opted to transform into his more lich-like form, so that way he has an easier conversation with you all. And pretty much gave you the exact same warning that Xavian's mother did, except was a little bit more thorough.
Yeah.
Saying, don't die in there. Because if you do, your souls will be lost forever and will not be joining anybody else within the River
Man,
Styx.
if I had a nickel for every time we heard that, I have 2 nickels. Which isn't saying a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice.
Okay, Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah. Welcome to the Wanderer's thought process. We're gonna do something incredibly stupid. Please don't. Now you've just made me want to do it more.
Yeah.
Exactly. So now,
That's the entire party's mentality.
So now, you guys decided to go through Skitherix's portal into the Boneyard, and you were greeted by death itself.
Not going to turn out poorly at all.
So, you guys walk through the portal. You are met with this dark gray fog that covers the entirety of the plane. All you see is the fog and the ground that you can stand on. And Death, wearing his dark black robes, hood up in the darkness, covers his face, standing before you, scythe just in the ground. And he greets you and says, "Welcome, children."
That's a lot warmer than I was expecting. Hi.
No one ever said Def was a mean guy.
I guess that's true. I mean,
I feel like almost
he just
all
gets
the
a bad
stories-
rap, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like all the stories about Def is usually like a warm embrace and like a wise, kindly individual, you know?
That's not what I hear.
Really? You and I read very different books, Vari.
Yeah, I think so.
You guys read?
back really quick.
It's just some nice rambling, some poetry and the thoughts of life and death.
Excuse me.
I did not peg you guys as book readers.
I can have hobbies, Ragnir.
I read a few in my day, thank you.
Hobbies are one thing. Books are a totally different thing.
Okay.
Like I said.
Okay, you're being rude. You're being rude. Hi, Death.
Regardless, this nice gentleman has welcomed us. Hello there.
I was curious when I felt a sudden rift in reality. May I ask why there are 8 living souls wandering about the boneyard?
Alistair quickly does a head count.
1, 2, 3, 7?
1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Oh,
You talking about Goobus?
9. Sorry.
Oh, Goobus got included. That's adorable.
Alistair wasn't counting the bird and the
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Goobus.
I'm like, wait, we're counting the bird?
Yes, we're counting the
Mhm.
bird and Goobus. They're living souls.
That's
Oh,
valid.
yeah. The Goobus is a little mindless. You never know.
Just because he's mindless does not mean he's soulless.
That's
Regardless-
fair. Well, thank you
Right.
for the confirmation. He has a soul.
Well, Vari, this is your business.
We're looking for the library. That's what it was. That's out of character. What is we're looking for a library, right? Or like a book of I don't remember. What is the library?
This is your quest.
Ah!
What the heck?
3.
You were specifically looking for the itinerary. You're looking for the book that explains where the souls of the living have gone.
Okay, so I was close. It was a book, not a library.
Right.
I just say that to him. We are in search for a book that has a couple names in it, maybe.
We seek an individual.
Oh. Yeah.
In order to find them, we must consult your ledgers. If at all possible, sir.
I see.
that-
I'm sure you have all been informed about this place and the consequences of you being here.
We have
Yeah, a
been
couple
informed.
times.
Living souls are not meant to be here. Your times are still ticking, and each of you have long lives awaiting you.
Alistair has the most shocked expression on his face.
Death is going to reach into his robes and pull something out. Which is interesting. Because there is one of you who have been avoiding.
Nobody look at her.
Yeah, I thought we weren't bringing her.
Yeah, but
It was either you brought her or you left her in the castle with Skitherix. Those were your choices.
I mean, she had things to learn. He had things to learn from Skipfrix anyway.
I don't think Skitherix would tolerate her presence very long. Just saying.
I don't think so either, but I thought it would be funny.
Fair.
I think if we didn't bring 8, she would have wound up here anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know.
And as you guys inspect what Death is now holding in his bony hands, it appears to be a golden coin. And he just twirls it between his fingers until eventually he flicks it over to 8.
I catch it.
You die.
That's what I was expecting.
Will saving throw.
You
Damn.
You have certainly given my wolf and lamb quite the chase, Miss Eris.
There were things that still had to be done.
And yet you are brave enough to come here and face me yourself, despite your current situation. I have been observing your situations, and quite frank, you have nearly stared me down twice. In fact, most of you have stared me down. Haven't quite fully met me until now. So, come. Perhaps there may be perhaps there may be a way I can assist you.
It says follow. I follow.
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Ari's like
much
right
appreciated.
behind him.
So, Death proceeds to walk you all through what appears to be the never-ending fog of the boneyard. He's just casually having a conversation with you guys. Yes, being in the presence of Death is still incredibly taxing on your mental states and your minds, as some of you are still under the effects of Shaken and
Oh, I thought we were cured. Skitherix cured us, right?
Yeah. Well, yes, but we also got
Oh, that's
Reduced.
right.
yes,
Yeah.
you got reintroduced to it when you came within the presence of a horseman of the apocalypse.
Again.
Again.
Yeah,
But hey,
yeah that
this
kind of
one-
slipped my mind there. Sorry about that.
This time is going a lot better than our last encounter.
Have a conversation with this one.
Yeah, I know, right? Rather than you done yet? All right, we fighting.
Haha, you finished buffing? My turn.
My turn.
So, you guys are just walking and talking with Death. Like, if there's anything you guys want to speak to him about, by all means.
I got
That's
anything.
where I ask him the meaning of life.
Death.
Truth.
I don't know if
Elsewhere,
there's
nothing he's really needing that has depth of.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, you guys can even bring up. It's just like, you know, it's weird speaking to you considering our last run-in with the other horseman.
You know, I got this. You know,
no.
Alistair's gonna look at Death. I'm like, I got.
Bar is like about to pounce, like put his mouth over his head, his hand
What's-
over his mouth, like
What's
I
the
don't know
weirdest?
about this one.
What's the weirdest way someone's died?
Watch him. He's just gonna say
Yeah.
like he stubbed his toe to death or something.
Like, if anyone's gonna know that one.
The strangest reason why I've had to guide someone through.
Strange, weirdest, most ridiculous. I'll take whichever one.
Well, most ridiculous is difficult to judge, considering the number of souls that I see on a day-to-day basis, really.
Fair.
I have a question. How do you keep up with it all?
The Dewey Decimal System.
It is difficult. It is very difficult.
Imagine.
And taxing for one person.
You
Hence,
don't want any helpers?
well,
No, you have Lamb and Wolf.
I have Lamb and Wolf for that.
One last question. He's gonna like sit Goobus on the top of his hand and just give him a little like poke so he wiggles. And say, this guy, you don't gotta tell me exactly, but he's got a while, right?
Of course.
Okay. That's all I need to know. He's just gonna stuff Goobus under his hat.
Oh.
Wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
We're just
Wiggly wiggle.
taken a little bit back considering the, well, last conversation with the horseman of the apocalypse didn't really go all that great. Yes, it didn't.
I think that's an understatement.
Indeed, it didn't. However, all of you have persevered. Have you ever heard of the tale of the one time I visited the mortal realm? Or
No, I believe I have not.
No.
I once visited the mortal realm. And I went to a blacksmith. My scythe was dull and I needed it sharpened. I visited this blacksmith, and as per mortal response of seeing me, simply thought that his life was ending, and no, dear blacksmith, I simply needed my scythe sharpened. Reluctantly, he took my scythe and did his due diligence. However, I noticed that there was a sense of dread on his face. Sweat beating down from his forehead, and not because of the forge, nervousness. And as he handed me my scythe back, I asked him what was wrong. And he looks at me and he says, I cannot simply believe that I'm holding what is most possibly the most bloody weapon to ever exist. And I took my scythe and I said to him, I have killed no one. It is you all that kill each other. I am no murderer. I am merely a guide. As there must be one to guide souls to the afterlife. And to greet you at the end. And he asks me, then why do I carry a scythe? And I turn to leave his shop, and I merely says, because the fields to heaven have long been overgrown with grass.
It paints you in a very different light than what I've heard.
I don't think I've ever thought of death as the person who kills someone. Death's just an inevitable fact of life. I mean,
A
even live
reaper, though.
forever. Yeah. A reaper's also
Reapers
someone.
use scythe.
Yeah, but a reaper is also someone who harvests grains at the end of its life, so it can be used to make bread and provide substance.
I'm not saying like he's lying. I'm just saying that it's a lot more gentle than I expected.
Fair.
A lesson that I have had to talk to many, many mortals about. And far before I've had to guide your guardian souls. Is that life, while short for some, is meant to be cherished. And by natural order, not to be elongated. And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out what appears to be a bunch of little hourglasses. And, you know, he holds them up and the hourglasses start floating around his hand, and you can see each one of them is very, very slowly trickling sand. Give me perception rolls.
They're named. They're ours.
Oh no.
I'm me casually not even having my sheet open.
Ooh. Someone's unprepared.
No. Oh, it's still blank on my end.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, try reloading, Matt.
Yeah. I know. There's the thing. I know you all have. It's perfectly fine on y'all's end. I don't know what's going on with Roll20 these days.
Oh,
Jacob,
well,
roll.
I just rolled you in at 20, so you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so shocked. Alistair's perceptive.
So yeah, Death holds up these hourglasses, and
There we go.
you're watching them like float around in his hand, and you guys notice one of the hourglasses that are floating around his hand is cracked. And as the sand is trickling down, you can see a little bit of the sand is spilling from the bottom half of the hourglass and is going back into the top.
Ooh.
Eights.
Anything else we notice, or just that?
Nope, just that. Each soul is already determined how long it shall live. Long, long ago, the balance of life was in chaos. He casually picks out the one hourglass in his other hand. Situations such as this would happen everywhere. And he'll put it back down. When you change your fate and your hourglass cracks, you expose your life to the sands of time. And say if one hourglass mixes with another, things can get rather messy. I consulted this issue with whom were called your gods. And conclusively, they decided that tampering with nature and the natural order and process of life should be forbidden. And thus, resurrection has been outlawed, per se. That's why resurrection magic is no longer available. It is unfortunate that sometimes some people's time is short, or in some instances, cut short. Which was interesting as to when suddenly an hourglass cracked and started to refill. It was something that I didn't think was possible anymore. And was why I was so intrigued with the 9 of you. Unfortunately, there wasn't much that I could have done, or any way that I could have interfered with anything. And I greatly apologize for that. There was
Eh.
there was a situation in Valicet here that I have been dealing with for quite some time now.
Just for clarification there, you're not dealing with it like how War dealt with things, correct?
He's going to turn and the darkness underneath the hood turns to face Alistair. Not as directly.
Fair enough. Man, what lovely weather you have here.
Valicet here is a region that has seen some of the most progress under the same ruler. But unfortunately,
Excuse me.
that ruler, he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out what is supposed to be another hourglass, but instead is the wooden shape of the hourglass outer structure, but the actual glass that holds the sand is nearly completely shattered, and the sand practically like orbits around the structure of the hourglass.
Okay, that's weird, and I want you to understand that's a bad thing. It looks pretty fucking cool.
This soul has avoided me for far, far too long.
Okay, Beck.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
This is the first soul that I will ever take myself, or in my own name. And he puts the hourglass back into his pocket. And Silky looks at Death and she asks, "What do you mean by taking it by your own name?" I have sent a party of legionnaires to claim that soul for myself. And they should be completing their task very soon.
Wait. I went to the bathroom. What did I miss? Whose soul is he taking?
Don't worry, it's none of ours.
Oh, that's good.
Nothing we need to be concerned about yet.
Nope, just dropping a plot point for
Okay.
a different region.
Okay, I was severely confused.
All will be revealed in much due time.
Death turns to Vare.
Yep.
What soul is it that you all seek?
We're looking for my sister. Just to get a few answers.
I see. if it is your sister's soul that you seek, Mr. Dubois, I could assist with that, if you so seek.
Immediately perks up. Really?
I am sensing a butt.
A butt? Oh. Not B-U-T-T, B-U-T.
Wait, we're not talking about. Wait, we're not talking about the large geological formation known as a butte.
That's B-U-T-T-E.
I'm sorry.
We're pulling off of Finding Nemo. I'm gonna go touch it.
I seriously just envisioned somebody going, "Oh, I said something."
Instead of the claw, it's the butt.
The butt.
The butt.
Okay. Well, he hasn't said any butts yet, so shh.
All right, show me your ass.
Drops pants immediately.
I have to go to the PFSRD site real quick, just to make sure that I have the correct plane.
Okay.
Because it's
Luavara.
it's between two different planes that it's between two different planes that she's located. One of them is incredibly dangerous and not possible for her to be on. The other one is
So then
correct.
de facto the other.
That's kind of why I'm going to be searching up the
Oh, I see.
first one that I see.
Is she in heaven? I hope she's in heaven. That'll make this a lot easier. Maybe.
What is heaven in D&D?
No.
Heaven.
Paradise, Elysium?
I was thinking Elysium. Is it Valhalla? Is
Yeah. Well,
Just
Elysium's
regular
preserved
old
for like
heaven?
righteous and like glorified
Cody,
souls in
Cody, you
Greek
know what heaven
mythology,
and you know
so-
what heaven in D&D is?
what's that?
Nat 20s, booze, and whatever you prefer.
I would say Mount
What he's booze and
Celestia,
hookers.
but I would say Mount Celestia, but yeah, they're kind of angry with us.
Didn't we destroy that at one point?
No.
No,
No.
maybe.
No, you guys have never actually like fully sieged Mount Celestia.
Remember, we knocked the floating city down. Well, we didn't. Someone else did, but tomato, basically.
No. The 9-cent bullshit over there.
When we say bullshit, oh boy.
Did we send the Clockwork Leviathan after them?
No, but we did send several of the clockwork golems there.
Were you guys bad people? That sounds like bad people.
Oh yeah, we were fucking terrible.
I fucking love it.
Here's the thing. We were bad, but we were not bad.
We
Oh,
were
no.
technically
bad.
evil aligned, but good people.
We were bad
That's
guys.
crazy.
Bad.
Don't try to fucking cover it up. You glassed the city.
No, this was before
deserve
that.
Okay,
This was
to be
before
fair,
that one.
the laws of that city literally were the strongest get to lead.
Oh, might equals right. I love
no one
it.
ever said you
Exactly.
needed the.
And what better way to show dominance than a nuke?
I'm with
Hey,
you, 100%.
To be fair, we gave them a warning.
We gave them a
Not
warning.
only
Sure.
that, but our goddess said, "It's ugly. Get rid of it."
Oh my god, I want to
Thank
get.
you, KP.
Yeah, gazed upon the city, said ew, and we were like, okay, fine.
All right, trash it, boys. You heard the lady. I want to be in an evil campaign so bad. I would have so much fun. I would occasionally for my my fiance's group would be the big bad. Every now and then, it was great. Never lasted very long, but it was great.
I mean, I've made a character that became Big Bad.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I want to do that.
I was playing this one game one time, and I was playing a lawful good paladin.
Okay. You lose your faith or some shit? What happened?
Well, my party decided it'd be fun to get a deck of many things.
Aw, yeah.
I ended up
Ultimate gamble.
I ended up drawing from it, got balance, shifted my alignment from lawful good to chaotic evil. Just
Oh,
like that.
no. That's crazy.
And everyone was like, "Oh, we know what card y'all did you get?" And I was like, "Oh, don't worry, it's nothing. It's nothing important, nothing good."
Character development? You mean character devolvement?
And they were like, "Oh," they were like, "Oh, okay." And then that same night, when it was my turn on watch, I rolled stealth rolls and slit each and every one of their throats while they
Fuck
slept.
yeah, that's the coolest shit ever. That's
Immediate
hilarious. Nice job.
immediate TPK going through the next campaign. That character I had made was now the BBEG.
I love it. That's crazy. What a twist.
BBG is fucking Mother Teresa.
Damn.
Okay.
How dare you do charity work?
Okay.
Death
Continuing on.
looks into you and says, I do believe I should be able to help with that. Instead of you having to search through the endless halls and the archives of the Boneyard in order to find the itinerary, you seek the plane of Utopia.
Utopia. Oh,
Knowledge
place
planer.
of. Yeah.
Oh, good luck with this shit.
I'm ready for another one of them nat 20s.
That's actually not bad for
Ooh,
seeing.
that's-
Yeah, that's what I
I don't
wanted.
have anything to bring
Hey,
this up.
Ragnir.
Oh, shit. Wait, I have Lore Master. What is Lore Master?
That's what I wanted
Knowledge.
to happen.
Oh, I can I? A bard can choose to not to take 10 instead of roll normally. Once per day, bard can take 20 on any knowledge skill check. Take 20. What does that mean? That I just have a 20 on it?
You
Yeah,
immediately,
you literally
you
just have a
immediately roll a 20.
Oh, okay.
It's not a critical,
don't
but
crit.
it's 20
Eh.
on any skill check.
And typically, it's one of those things of it's like you take your time and really like focus and think and ponder and.
Yeah.
Would be appropriate right now. I don't know if that's
It's-
gonna get me
it's-
anything, but
It's similar to Silky's
Giga knowledge.
giga knowledge. She's a mega brain.
I was going to say something else, but I would probably get banned for it.
Now I'm curious of what you would say. Yes.
I was going to say that, but I'm not going to on stream.
Shit.
You could just say the word hyper focus.
That's probably a better way to phrase that.
That is so much a better way to
Shit.
phrase it.
That's so much a better way.
That is such a better way to say that. Throw that into out of context quotes.
Not a little, a lot.
That's all right. I'm functioning off of it 24/7, so it's all good.
Oh god. Okay. So yes, Death explains that Vare's sister's soul currently resides within the plane of Utopia. Ragnir, doing a little bit of preparation work and helping Silky study a little to get a good sense of where the party would possibly be ending up going. Ragnir, I'm assuming you're just going to open your mouth to let the DM speak.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know anything about this.
Okay. So, Utopia is a lawful neutral outer plane that borders between heaven and hell. It is a bastion of immutable law set against the ever-crashing tide of pure chaos that is Limbo. From the outside, Utopia appears as a pristine city surrounded by a wall of gold amid a demolished wasteland littered with ancient skeletal corpses of titans left over from a war long, long ago. Utopia is actually millions of separate cities folded and layered atop, within, and around one another in an elegantly arrayed masterpiece of architecture and city planning. Many of the city districts within Utopia are either a deity's domain or the remnants of a domain of a deceased deity. Magical portals at major crossroads connect the countless cities, aiding in navigation and travel. Before the rise of mortal life, this is Death talking now. The realm of Utopia was a blank slate, a complete and empty wasteland. The cities and laws were introduced by mortal acts. Portions of Limbo crystallized and broke away from the churning sea of infinite possibilities of the Maelstrom. These crystal shards fell into the rough-hewn wasteland, allowing order and rigidity to manifest physically. It is from this seed that the first exomedes emerged. And from them, in time, came their Aphorite mortal proxies. And in case if you don't know what oxamites are, they are creatures that resembles a flawless, perfect example of an elf. When it moves, parts of its body dissolve into golden crystalline dust, swirling without wind, condensing into winding artistic coils of symbols and equations before reforming into flesh a moment later.
Creepy.
Anybody else getting Guardian of the Galaxy vibes? The golden people?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Never watched the movies.
Me neither. So the best way that I can explain this is Utopia is the opposite of what Limbo is. Well, Limbo is this plane of pure chaos that swirls within the unstabilization of the Maelstrom. Utopia is a place kind of like Ravnica from the Magic the Gathering universe. Just a plane that is a giant city built on top of each other.
And it's all about order?
Some districts are about order, some are...
Oh boy.
It depends on what type of deity, or deceased deity in this case, would be handling that section of the city, basically. Similar to the guilds.
Okay. All right, so she's in Utopia. How do we get to Utopia?
Alistair pulls out a knife.
Not like that. Not like that. Let Death talk. Put the knife away. Right now.
Put
it away.
Alistair puts away the knife.
Thank you.
Killmonger.
You're not ruining my chances right now.
Valid option.
So, if you wish to continue your journey, and seek out your sister's soul. Traveling to the plane of Utopia and finding her there will be your option. I cannot guide you there myself.
Fair.
I can offer you the knowledge of where she is. How to get there, meanwhile, is up to you.
Any little bit is helpful. This is more than you're even, than we would even expect you to do. If anything, we kind of thought you would be pissed we were here.
There is a way that you can get there. And you have a ticket. It will come at a great cost, though. Miss Eris.
Well-
Yes.
You are the one that holds that ticket.
Pulls out knife again.
Oh my god.
The
Holding
coin,
up the gold coin.
the coin I presented to you earlier. That is your ferry fee.
Here. Are we meeting Carol?
It technically belongs to you now, since you did meet me. And I give the souls of those who have passed their fee every time. That coin will give you passageway with the ferryman, and he will take you down the river Styx. The coin is meant to be used for traveling to the boneyard in order to receive your judgments and dispersing into the plane of existence where you will carry out the rest of your soul's existence. The choice of using the coin is up to you. Keep in mind, though, if you use the coin to take the ferryman through the river, you will have no passage if and when you die again. Without that coin, you will need to find your way to the boneyard yourself.
I understand.
So, this is where I will ask you all. I can go ahead and take you back to the material plane, exactly where you left, or anywhere else of safety. Or if you wish to continue on your path, I may take you to the docks.
Ari's gonna turn to the group and be like, this seems like your chance if you don't want to be here.
Death is going to
Don't.
turn and face Vare. and he'll lean down so that way he is technically face to face with you.
He's that tall?
He's like 9 feet tall.
Bruh.
Yeah, he's 9 foot.
He's
Varys
big.
is looking up to him like, what the fuck did I just do?
He is Zaddy.
He is Zaddy. Vari blushes.
Papa, is that you?
Papa,
Aw.
Papa, how do I get bone structure like you?
Jesus
Papa,
Christ.
you said you left to go get milk. What happened to you?
No, that's terrible. You're an awful person. The laugh confirms it.
Oh, and by the way, for those of you who are going to actually me, yes, I understand that the Horseman of Death, Charon, is also the boatman of the River Styx. Go fuck yourself. This is my world. They're two different entities.
How do you know it was coming?
He has enough on his plate as it is. He needs someone
Because
else to do
I
his job.
have been actually about something like this before, and oh my god.
Wait, Charon's from... Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go
It's a whole
Greek,
thing.
It's a whole
Greek mythology nerd on you, but
Just
I
remember.
digress.
that's because that's literally what Death's name is. It's Charon, Charon.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, all fantasy tropes either relate back to some weird Greek and or biblical aspects.
Yes.
And let's be honest, if you look at the Bible hard enough, it's just fan fiction of Greek mythology.
I love Greek mythology.
So
Alright,
Death,
Vari's just
Death will-
staring up this guy.
We'll lean down and look at you in the face and say, "You will eventually see your sister again. Time will only tell. She is resting."
She's resting. Is that what she said? I
Yes.
didn't hear.
Yes, that's what I said. She is resting. You two will be united again.
This isn't gonna hurt her, is it? Like, if I were to try to talk to her?
It would cause you harm. And you will have
But not her?
You will have to fight your way to her. And knowing how gentle your sister's soul was, you and I both know that if something were to happen to you while trying to get to her, she will be devastated. Give me 1 second, Mare. I'm gonna hijack your sheet for a second here.
Rude.
Getting hijacked.
Sheet hijack.
Hijack.
Oh, not my sheet.
You've been got.
Get got, sucker.
Get got by the
Nerd.
Nerd.
Listen, I'm getting got by a 9-foot tall death daddy. I'll take it.
Hey, Jeff Daddy is giving you a very fair realization of you could done fuck this up right now and everyone can die, or we can just go home.
Yeah, it would be a fun story if we go home, would it?
don't know,
I
Jack.
mean, it still would be, because then we could be like, yeah, we can't face to face with the Horseman of Death.
And I'll
We're not
just
facing
wave
him, we're
around
getting
the
his
coin.
help.
And I could just
Oh,
wave
they're
around my little coin.
embellishing.
No, you are quite literally face to face with him right now. You could
Yeah.
kiss right now.
Now,
Vare would do it too,
Now,
okay?
kiss.
Yes.
Nick kiss.
Just
I wonder
this,
if death does tongue.
just this, just this once.
Oh.
If you so desire to save your friends, I may deliver a message to her. However, I will require something of value as payment.
Barry's gonna look between him and the party. Probably the sudden realization of, oh shit, we're in this deep right now. Coming to him.
As
And be like-
as the DM, I'm going to speak to you as a player, Spooky. This is your last chance. This is your final out. It's either you can take this deal that death is giving you, give him something of great value to you, and you can pass on any message you want to your sister safely. Or if you still want to go with your original plan, storm Utopia and retrieve your sister's soul. You can deny Death his message, and he will take you to the ferryman.
What is this thing? What is the valuable thing?
Something of great personal sentiment.
It's not Goobus, is it? Varia's just gonna hold down his hat, not letting Goobus out.
Just because you did that, yes, it's Goobus.
God damn it.
It wasn't before, but it is now.
My Wumbus standing, stop!
Death will point to your base axe.
Oh. I don't know if we can get another one of those.
We can't.
So you're saying my base axe for a message and probably the lives of my comrades.
Yeah.
Allow
I'm
me.
gonna sit there.
Allow me to explain. The sentimental value that you hold within this weapon is enough to build a connection between you and your sister's soul. Once you pass, you will be able to return to Utopia, retrieve it, and then you shall face your judgment. So you can give up your Star Metal Base Axe, store any kind of message that you want in it to give to your sister, and then leave the boneyard safe. And when you die, Death will escort you to Utopia to retrieve your base axe, and then he will take you to face your judgment to send your soul to wherever it goes, allowing you another final goodbye to your sister when you retrieve the base axe.
Barry's gonna take a huge deep breath. Sigh. I can't. I've been given 3 chances to back down, which throws up a lot of red flags for me. He's gonna look between the party and say, I don't want to risk your lives for my foolish errands. He's gonna whip his face axe out and hold it in front of him and offer it. All right. Deal.
Do you need some privacy to talk to your base axe to give to your sister?
Shut the fuck up. Can I hit him with it first? Hold up.
Alistair pulls
Excuse
up
me,
a dagger
Death. 1
again.
second. You swear to me that the message will get to her.
By my honor.
All right.
Death will take his fingers and he will run them down the strings of the base axe, causing them to light up. You may speak whatever message you wish now.
Vari doesn't speak. He sings.
Yeah.
He sings a tune of sadness and guilt. He desires help. You can hear his voice cracking. But he carries on. The gist of the tune being he needs answers, and this is the only way he can do it without, sacrificing lives that aren't involved. And he hopes she understands that her brother can't come see her.
Roll me performance.
Hold up. There we go.
Everybody roll me a will save.
Oop, all right.
Okay.
Ouch. Are you about to be emotionally damaged?
Emotional damage.
My page, open up.
Oh, what the fuck? No, that's all right. There we go. What are C and B? Like, what the fuck?
Will.
Everyone fails.
Oh, god damn it, Cody.
Especially
I feel
Ragnar.
hard.
Ragnar is just bawling right now.
Yes, this is as the strings light up and Vare starts singing his song. It shows just how much he was willing to sacrifice. How much he was willing to go through with this to see someone who he cared about so much at least one more time. And as the rest of you stand to the side and you listen to this song, you guys notice that the magic from Vare's music translates into this beautiful dance of arcane energy as little blue music notes swirl around the guitar, Death, and Vare, condensing into the strings of the axe, and it's moving. It's beautiful. And difficult even for the hardiest of warriors and the strongest of wills to hold back tears. And some who are much more vulnerable are on the ground bawling their eyes out. Right now.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not sad because I don't have parents.
It's an ugly cry too.
Oh yeah.
Alistair's hood is fully down, mask fully up.
Silky is openly crying because she can imagine this scenario and how far she would go for her sisters. And as Vare finishes his song, the guitar strings give a little pulse of magic as Death takes the guitar. You'll see him lean his scythe against him, reach out with his other hand, and while not touching Vare, hovers his hand over his shoulder. And he softly tells Vare, "You and her share a quality, Vare. Each of you are very gentle souls."
No. I'm tough.
I'm not crying, it's raining.
It's allergy season.
I have a sinus cold.
It sneezed, so I made me sneeze, and it's just went downhill from there.
My sinus is acting up. It's making my eyes cry.
Death will then take his scythe again, walk forward, and then slash at the air, opening a portal. And he turns to the rest of the party, holding the bass axe and the scythe in his hands. And he says, I wish you all a long and prosperous life. And I surely hope that you all find peace and enjoyment in those lives. And when you return, I expect to hear all about it.
I was just gonna be like, all right, sounds good, my guy, and walk towards the portal, like putting his hand up for like a fist bump.
He will give you like a generous nod.
Alistair's so defeated and walks in the portal.
Because remember, he didn't touch Vare when he went
No,
to consult him on
he
his
most
shoulder.
definitely. Listen, I know that if I touch, Matt knows if I touch him, I'll die. Alistair's like, this dude's a bro. Fist bump. Don't worry, I'm wearing gloves. Alistair's an idiot.
Alistair didn't put two together.
No. Since when has he ever?
True.
Since when has this emotionally stunted man who grew up in the woods ever put two and two together?
Alright, so Alistair walks through the portal.
I'm done out here.
Walk on through.
Yep.
Silky
Seems that way.
Silky is gonna stop and look at Death. As she asks Death,
You.
if I may, where did my sister go? In the vast lands of untamed wilderness and wild passions, where freedom and self-sufficiency is abound, your sister is thriving on the plain of Elysium.
Shut up. That's a great place.
And while she thrives, she hopes that all of her other siblings thrive as well. Silky will give him a thankful nod and then proceed to walk through.
I would walk on through.
Yep.
And as you guys walk back through the portal, you all arrive back at the farm. Not with your
Pupper.
Well then.
This is before Rufus came back.
Oh, no pupper.
You just prancing around, bringing in the biggest bone you've ever seen in your life.
This boy.
And he's trying to put it through the door the wrong way, like he's holding
Yep.
it horizontal.
Well, that was fun.
Did anyone else find it weird to be just having just this casual and heartfelt conversation with one of the horsemen?
Not really. Yeah, think about it. His job is dealing natural, is the most common phenomenon of anything. If anyone should have the most respect for life, it's death.
True.
Funny you
Yeah.
On that note,
funny you
I'm making food.
Funny you should mention that, Alistair.
Hmm?
There's a story,
Hey.
a very old story that once told a tale of how life and death they swapped for a day. Death thrived in the existence of creation. And saw beauty that in a way that he never was able to before. As he's used to the end, he gained the perspective of the beginning. And life gained the respect of the end. So much so that life tried bringing some souls back within her cloak. They're close, life and death. But I don't know, seeing the way death handles and cares for each soul that comes through, gives you a complete different outlook.
What's the old adage of go? I never fear death, for I know it will come for me in my time, so thereby I will just wait. It's inevitable in life. You're meant to fear it, but you also respect it, because it's the one thing you can always count for. We'll all die someday. Some of us sooner than others. Me. But at the end of it all you can do is enjoy your time while you're up here. Now, I'm thinking. You ready for this?
Potato soup.
Be careful and don't hurt yourself, please.
I was thinking
He is
steaks.
dangerous.
Steaks with with some little rosemary on the top and a nice little garden salad.
Salad?
You know, I'll help.
Yeah.
I'll get the alcohol. I'll get a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, we're gonna do a lot.
Red pairs well
Vare is
Whiskey.
already looking for a
Actually-
bottle.
Ragnar?
Is whiskey?
Oh, that also pairs well with anything. See, Silky, I'm more, and like Alistair's like already frying things up and like sauteing a pan. I'm more of a fan of the old poetry that speaks of life and death as lovers, but can never hold each other, for they know if they did, everything would cease to fit in the cycle.
That's like the sun and the moon.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ragnar, you know what we should get?
Yes. You don't even have to say it.
Holds up the meat token.
Meat token? Huh?
Oh,
No, the mead
Oh,
token.
okay. I was what?
All right,
I'm sure I thought we were going to summon the sad clown.
Vari needs a sad clown, all right? Bro's
I mean-
depressed right now.
I mean,
Ivy, all right, how does limitless mead sound?
Give it to
Unlimited
Vare
meat.
right now.
Vare.
Who has it?
Vare.
Yes.
As you're starting to go about the house and, start prepping, you're helping Alistair prep food and gather the alcohol and such.
Oh yeah, Vare's just gathering alcohol, just by the way.
You happen to feel something. You happen to feel something in your pocket.
Oh. Goes into pocket.
And you reach in and you pull out what appears to be a scroll.
Vare's gonna skitter away. He's skittering. He's literally like, nobody sees me, nobody sees me, nobody sees me.
Mofo just pulled a Polar Express on us.
Pretty much. And he's gonna go outside and look at the scroll.
I definitely see you.
No, you don't see me. You see me, but ignore me.
Okay.
No!
Alistair is
Damn.
in his
How would you go?
I
Hey,
contemplate the
you're still
universe with
shaking.
these eyes.
Hey, Xavier, you guys are still shaking.
Wait.
Yeah, because
Wait.
It hasn't worn off yet.
Wait. Aw.
so
He's not the
Alistair's-
stealthiest of lads.
So the party definitely does see Vare clutching this piece of this scroll and hurrying out of the house.
Damn it.
It's always nice to get.
Do we all
some-
run over to the wall to eavesdrop?
Nah.
Fuck.
no. It's always nice to get some
That
good
wouldn't help.
news, eh, Silky?
I think so.
That would only help if he was reading out loud.
Let him read it in private
Just
first and then read it
FYI.
aloud.
Goobus is still like hanging out. That's how private he wants this shit to be. Like Goobus is still like hanging out on the couch or some shit.
Oh, so Goobus is gonna. Wow.
Yep, Goobus
Damn,
ain't
even
in
Goobus
there.
isn't privy to
No.
this.
Nope.
Poor Goobus must feel so betrayed.
Nah.
Give him a
You have
Best friends
abandoned
no. Best friends no.
Mother, why have you forsaken me? Mother!
No, it sounds more like.
Oh.
At midnight, he turns back into lime green jello.
No,
Just for
with
an
little
hour.
pineapple pieces on the inside.
Bam and pineapple.
So
There's this little goblin that.
Yes. Yes, DM Overlord.
as you run out of the house and you duck behind the boulder in front of the house and, sit down, you open up this scroll and you notice it's sheet music.
Oh my fucking god.
And at the top of this piece of sheet music, written in Abyssal, is the title Weeping Prayers. And you sit there and, you know, you're reading the sheet music and you're singing it in your head. And might accidentally trigger some of your bardic powers.
Oh, just might.
When you do, you feel the sheet music take some of your magical energy.
Oh?
As the music starts lighting up in a blue arcanic color. And the sheet music starts to play. And you can hear the music playing from this scroll in a familiar guitar tune. And then you hear a voice. One that you have not heard for decades.
Oh, God.
And this is how Vari breaks.
This is how her player character breaks.
Oh.
As the sheet music plays and you hear the sound of your bass axe, you hear your sister sing in response to your song. And she tells you that while she is gone, she is happy. She is safe. And it means everything to her that you defied every law of nature to see her again. But the song tells you that we will see each other again. And until then, I pray for you. And I pray that you live a long and very happy life.
Yeah, Vari is just a fucking mess. He's got happiness and hope and love and confusion and sadness and sorrow all mixed together. But in the end, it's like a bittersweet moment for him.
So there you have it, folks. You guys have glanced into the realm of death
It was
Just a little.
oddly,
and came
it was
out
oddly, it was nice.
with a few stories. Now, Spooky,
Yes.
as you see, this song is a sonata. This is an
Oh.
this is an actual item that you are going to be able to use as your character.
Oh, hell yeah.
The details on the effects of this magic of this this is technically considered a bardic masterpiece.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck yeah.
Yes,
I
this
need
is
to look all those up.
technically considered a bardic masterpiece, but custom because
That's cool. Doug.
yes. So at some point, I will have to fill in what this piece actually does.
Yeah.
But as of now, death awaits. But your adventures are far from over.
Woo.
Woo. Time for more shenanigans.
Hell yeah.
Without a base axe, unfortunately. I need a
Gets
new
the
weapon.
Well, you very easily could just go back to using your original base axe.
Yeah, for sure, but it's not a star metal base axe. I gotta find a guy. Maybe I gotta like seduce Dragon Daddy or something.
No, I don't think we have any more star metal.
No,
Yeah, I don't think so.
there is no more. At least not until the next meteor falls.
Fair enough.
Yeah, literally the dwarves gave us their entire stockpile of that shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, maybe we could wish for it.
It is what it is. Ravina, where are you? I need my wish.
Our four crazy
Ravina!
asses are going.
I
with
will
it.
find.
me
Listen, a
another
bard is
base axe
never
for my
held
life.
back, okay? He
It's
can learn
yours.
all the instruments.
Yeah. You want to stabble in?
Do I want a stabalin? Oh my god, yes, actually. That sounds amazing. Step.
How about the Slamningo?
New multi-class bard rogue. Stabalin.
Stablin.
No.
You just hear a really sad song right before your death.
No, Rusty. The slamcordion.
What about the harmonica?
Oh lord.
Harmonica.
Harmonica, I think it's currently winning.
Yeah.
Hey, you can use that to spam vicious mockery.
There's a
About the,
video. So there's a video of a girl at a wedding. She pulls out a harmonica and her friend pulls it away from her. And like, I knew you were gonna bring your fucking harmonica. She pulls out another harmonica from under her napkin and starts playing it.
Yeah.
So, what about the try strangle?
Oh.
Oh god.
No, because then all you got is a ding.
The strangle bow. Or sorry, stranglebone.
Nothing is ever gonna beat the base axe. The sacrifice was real, bro.
Oh, and we got the
Strangle.
classic. You guys, we got the classic, the skin flute.
Fucking oh my god.
Leave right now, Cody.
Where's that Discord sound? Beep doop.
All right. So, players,
Hey, boy.
Player photo.
that will technically conclude your side quests.
Damn, y'all glad I didn't sacrifice y'all's lives to the never-ending
mostly-
maelstrom of
We're
I
so happy.
mean,
not being able to reincarnate?
I mean, let's be real here. Xavier would have no problem putting his life on the line.
Yeah. Yeah, but Vare would not make that decision. Vare values y'all too much.
I was sort of just get in trouble.
Xavier, if he's going down, it's going to be kicking and screaming.
Yes, Vare is aware. That's why he made the decision he made.
I mean, Alistair totally like went to Meadow and Elizwin and went, "Hey, so I'm gonna do something stupid. Am I cool to do that?"
Yeah, but they didn't
Uh,
know the extent of stupid.
Oh,
They didn't know that
Alistair-
they weren't going to be able to be
Oh.
reincarnated next to you.
I'm not sure.
Where's that in
how
the deal?
eighth
Oh, you
parents are
never
gonna feel
know.
about
If your
her going
soulmate's
to
your
the realm of-
soulmates, I imagine you pass along with your soulmate.
Oh yeah, I also have to add something to your sheet 8.
No, the
Oh,
Death's
the
Coin.
coin?
Oh, you
The
are.
token?
Oh, you already added it. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah, Toby's really good at
yes,
at
Ragnar.
the technical name for that is called the token of the ferryman.
Yes.
Drachma.
Vari's immediately
I
putting
said point from
Ragnar
death.
in charge of finding him a cool, unique musical weapon.
Oh,
Yep. It's Ragnar's
Ah.
fault. Yep.
That's strength
my
based.
fault.
Yep.
Okay.
That's just how it goes.
It's the hunting horn.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so players, speaking
Yes.
as your DM now,
Yes.
Oh no.
your side quests are complete.
Yes.
Your main story is complete.
We're not ready.
We're not. We are not
Technically-
worthy.
Technically speaking, you guys have completed the campaign, the region of Luavara.
Whoop.
We did it. Yippee!
Yippee!
Amos.
Yippee!
And we only had one
Right.
death.
Yeah, it was Jacob.
And to no one's surprise, it was the Toby.
Damn. Get called out.
You know what? It's just I will say this. I'm not gonna say which campaign. It's not the next one. I already have a character for the next one. But I will be bringing in Toby. We will test this theory.
So,
Sure.
unless if you guys have anything you guys want to do before you leave for Demrin with Ravina, speak now.
Forever hold your peace.
I think at most Alistair would want to have a conversation with Elzin and Meadow, but I don't know if that's really a necessary need thing to like role play out. He's like,
if it's something that you want to do before you leave, we can cover that when we have our discussion, because one of the questions that I will be asking you is what happens to your characters after the campaign before you leave with Ravina.
fair enough.
Vare needs to visit a shit ton of shops to figure out what weapon he has, because bro is like dealing with nothing but touch of corruption right now, and that ain't good enough.
You also have Vicious Mockery.
Yep.
Or the Pathfinder version of Vicious Mockery.
Yeah, but like that ain't a base axe. Let's just get
No.
real here. It ain't a bonk, and Vare
Yeah.
likes a bonk.
That ain't a
That's
bash.
You don't understand like how hard it is for Vare to give up his star metal base axe. Like that's his claim to fame. That's everything he ever did to like
thought it
make
was all
his
the-
name huge.
I thought it was all the riots you
Oh
incited.
boy, I might have found some.
Uh-oh, tell me.
Hold on, I'll send you an image.
Okay. Waiting. Patiently.
Yeah, I don't think
Not
I don't
very
know,
patiently,
yeah,
hurry up.
I don't think we have anything more we really have to go
Just
out
kidding.
and do though, Josh.
No, I don't think we have anything. I mean, Vare will probably want to talk to Ravina about like if she knows of any weapons that he can replace his star metal axe with, but that's about it.
The best thing that she would be able to say would be like something that is as strong. So most likely of the adamantine class,
Yeah.
What is
Ari's
Ravina's
got money,
reaction
right? How
gonna
much
be?
money do? How
What
much
is
money do I
Ravina's
got?
reaction going to be when she finds out that Vara
I
gave
don't
up
have a lot of
her
money.
little base X?
I mean,
Listen, she would understand. We were in the face of death. I'm not gonna put up my party up to that kind of risk.
I mean, to be fair, Ravina doesn't really care.
Yeah, that too.
Like, your worldly treasures of this world mean literally nothing to her.
It's like, I've seen better shit.
Okay, but what about that dragon blacksmith daddy? He gonna be able to help?
I mean, yeah, he could if you have the plans, he can forge you basically anything.
I just gotta figure out a musical instrument. Would go well with
I'll
a
look into
sword.
like wondrous items and whatnot to see what is currently available.
Yeah, that would be good.
But yeah,
Since you put it on me.
Yeah. Yep, I sure did put it on you. Good luck.
so in that case, then, if there's nothing else for you that you guys want to explore or to speak about, I am going to go ahead and say that Luavara has officially concluded.
Woo! Yippee!
You did it! Famisimus.
And with that, finalize characters, guys.
Yep.
Nobody
At level-
died.
At level 12.
Yep, finalize your characters at level 12, Mythic 1.
And oh, I gotta take my base axe out. This is so sad.
I-
Bye. Okay.
So
maybe
now,
we'll put-
before I end stream,
harmonica nunchucks.
before I end stream, let me explain what is going to be happening. We are going to have a discussion.
Oh no.
Oh no, we're in
Where-
trouble.
But it's not being in trouble, don't worry.
Well, you said discussion, okay?
It's
He's
just
gonna yell at us!
it's going to
Yeah.
be it's going to be a reflection of
That's even.
the entirety of the campaign. All
Oh,
seven,
great. So he's telling us to sit in the corner and think about what we've done.
all 71
Basically.
episodes.
I was only here for 35. Thank you.
Well, for however long you've been here.
With yours and Cody's powers combined, you can make a whole season.
I am going to
Wonder Twin powers.
I am going to go ahead and create a list of questions that I will post in the Discord, and you guys will have to answer, but not in the Discord. You're going to answer them on stream. And your homework
Oh no.
might take a couple weeks.
Oh.
Your homework is to find your favorite moments in the campaign. Timestamp them
Oh, fuck.
so that way we can watch them and laugh at our stupidities.
Does anyone
I will
remember when I incited a riot in where was it? Silence?
Silence.
What
That's I said,
episode was that?
I will say this.
Fuck
We
the
will
The
not
one,
police.
that is, the one that will be off limits because we're all gonna watch that one together, regardless, is the fact that the level 1 wizard got fucking critted.
Wait, I don't know this. I need to see this because I was not there for that.
That's because it was in the first session.
First session.
The
Oh,
very
Jesus
first
Christ. What the
episode.
fuck?
Very
That's
first
crazy.
episode, Xavian painted Silky's walls with the blood of a wizard.
Yep.
Sounds about right.
That one is a cop out. No one's going to use it as a cop out because we're all going to watch it together.
Yes, because
As a
that's one
bonus.
of the defining moments of this campaign.
I'm sorry, I have a pretty good one in mind.
What's that?
The perfect title of that clip.
Wait.
is-
Wait, is what?
Keep them out a secret till we use them, till we show them.
Yep.
I need to see the frogs. I heard so much about the frogs. I need to see shit about the
No,
frogs.
don't worry. That is going to be,
The
that is
frogs-
my moment there.
Yes, the frogs are coming. Don't worry.
Yes.
Let's be honest,
Hell yeah.
all the good shit happened before episode 50.
John
Yeah.
Frog, not
All
Jon
the really-
Snow. The frog.
All
is
the
coming.
really funny shit happened before episode.
Unfortunately, when you joined, it was like the really fun and like lighthearted, like goofy sessions were kind of over at that point.
That's okay. I still had fun.
Oh yeah,
We still have
But yeah.
some good ones.
but yeah. Hey, Josh, I got a perfect name for the clip with the wizard though. Is this going to be a problem?
I want to know.
All right.
Have a
So-
I
problem.
know to do Steve.
So that is going to be your homework. And chat,
Ooh,
chat.
that's cool.
Those of you who have been keeping up with the campaign, you guys can also go on my Twitch page or on my YouTube and use hashtag Luavara on Twitter and just let me know what your favorite moments were. Clip them, ship them, and I'd be more than happy to show them off. But I'm not going to become a tearful mess today during the discussion. Probably.
What? You weren't already?
Thank you guys very much for watching. As we'll be concluding our campaign of the region of Luavara either next week or the week after, depending on whether or not I get everything prepared in time. Because there's a lot of fucking footage to go through.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will make sure that all of the VODs are posted on YouTube for everybody to look through. Because I know I haven't been keeping up with that. And we'll see you guys during the discussion. Thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.